This is the only place you want to go. Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. This is the place you want to be. My name is Lenny Matthews. If you're watching us on cable, you watch on them social channels, the social media that you have, you're in for a treat. We kicked off with what's the name of that song? The We Five. Woke up this morning and you were on my mind. That's right, you were on my mind when you watched the LMS Show. And everyone, our wonderful people, we got a lineup for you that can't be beat. Right now, this gentleman had to go to an engagement, and we don't like to keep nobody waiting around. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for, what's the name, brother?
Chuck Fowler.
What's the name again?
Chuck Fowler.
One more time?
Chuck Fowler.
Give it up for Chuck Fowler, everybody. Lord have mercy. Oh, boy. Brother, how are you?
Excellent, thank you. It's good to be here with you.
Oh, so excellent to be with you. We met, at an occasion, it was kind of happy, and it was kind of sad.
That's right.
We met at the memorial for Speedo.
That's right.
Earl Speedo Carroll of the Calendar. My name is Mr. Earl. Those songs still live on, don't they?
Absolutely.
And I remember you took your car, and you took my car, and I took your car, and we said we're going to stay in contact. And you stay, and you call me on the telephone. Some people say, well, I call you, and they don't call you. You know how that goes. You're like the dog waiting for his master's voice.
Uh-oh.
And I'll see I'll see anything. But anyway, so good seeing you.
Likewise.
Tell us a bit about yourself, Chuck Fowler.
That's a good one. Well, I've been my best friend for a few years. I'm committed to music. Music is the vitamins for my soul. And all throughout my life, I've always been able to keep my hands in music because I think it is one of the healing things that we all have. And you can go anywhere in the world at any time and you will find a musical expression.
That's like the international language, right?
That's right.
Like in New York right now, they have the piano. They set up all the pianos all over town. I see some people tinkling the ivories.
It's a good thing.
Oh, ain't it good? That one down here, I saw that down Riverbank, and I saw going by Ashton place. They had.
Oh yes.
Oh, tinkling. When the last time you seen that, everybody?
And it's a good thing, and especially for our children, because what happens is to enter into the activity of music. It does so much in terms of focus, develops self-discipline, it develops a sensitivity that unfortunately there's not that much in our everyday lives. Everything, the noise pollution and everything. So this helps to ground our children. It helps to ground ourselves. And as adults, we have that responsibility to make sure that our future generations are given the tools so they can live an enriched life.
I was about a week or so ago, I went to see a band. And it was a young folks band, and they called themselves the Quest, a band out of Brooklyn. Oh, they were so fantastic. I mean, you see young folks playing real instruments, not some going out and buying somebody's doggone beats like they're doing now. Oh, for heaven's sake, where did we come to? And my producer, where we come to? You go out and buy a beat and a note. What was it, name tune or what? I don't know what we come to. But they was, and you see the young people just performing, and they was a certain discipline. I noticed about that.
Yeah, absolutely, and it doesn't happen overnight, so you have to work on it with some degree of consistency. And doesn't that prepare you for everyday life when you can't always just push a button and have what you think that you would? So it lends itself to longevity. It lends itself to fortitude. It lends itself to collective effort because you don't just play by yourself, so you got to listen. Music, not noise, music.
That says a whole lot. The music today. What's your impression of the music? The music today. I'm saying loud. What is the impression? What's your impression of music today?
Oh boy, you sure you want me to go down this road?
Well, take it on, brother.
Well, first of all, I have to question what we all mean by music, because what we're fed through the media at times is questionable.
Sure is.
Okay, I think that first of all we suffer from noise pollution. Many places that you go to, you hear and if you just relax, you say, how can you relax? Music. You've heard the expression that music soothes the soul of a savage beast. So if I'm going to say, I love you, how can you accept, I love you? It doesn't fit. So we need to be sensitive and we need to give the expression. And that's what music is supposed to be about, to soothe our souls. It should raise our consciousness. In Native American folklore, as in many other indigenous things, we say that the action that you take today should benefit 7 generations to come. That's saying something.
That is really saying something. Like some songs, like I like, like in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s. I still, today if I listen to it, I still love it.
Exactly.
The other day I was with my grandbaby and my son, and was in New England, and one of the stations up there They say they're a local station. They're not connected with these chain stations you got out here now. Everything's so formatted nowadays. It's a shame. But they played, and this song still lives. Mickey and Sylvia, Love is Strange. It sounds so good. That was made about 1956. Remember that one?
Okay.
How you call your lover boy? Oh, lover boy. Baby. Oh my goodness. A lot of people don't, talk about music. Talk about the name Sylvia Robinson. Sylvia is actually one of the first producers to put rap on the charts.
Okay.
With the Sugar Hill Gang.
Right.
It hit the charts, and she led the way. Like we're talking about history. A lot of people don't know about that too much about that.
Exactly. Well, by the way, this is an opportune time to acknowledge the continuing existence of Sisters Bookstore. We are all enriched by having an understanding of our past and our history. And so the bookstore, in that sense, is certainly a source of information. But when you say that, rap, we need to give, I believe, extra thought to the things that we say.
Yes.
Because a lot of it is sort of taken for granted, and if you begin to look at it, you begin to scratch your head. Rap, is a term that we have been given more recently, but we have had a spoken word tradition for ages.
Also too, remember like the black disc jockeys, like Jocko and many others came along. The 80s. Everything. I always remember Jocko. He knows that. Beep bop boop bop a doo bada. How do you do, mommy? Oh, daddy. Oh, this is Jocko.
We had Shine. I don't know if many people remember that. But there was the Bebop Santa, which was the night before Christmas and all through the dark. The seamsters early before old pops and moms. It just went on. So it all depends on how it's being delivered, and people package it. So we take the packaging for this thing, and that's not the packaging, it's what's inside, the essence that really counts.
Also too, you're an arranger, right?
Yes, I am.
And when you arrange a song for someone, what do you look for primarily?
Well, first of all, I think, as I said before, music, I think, should be uplifting. It can also express a condition of living. But when it comes to adding the music to the lyrics, then there should be a match. So the music should complement what the story is. The lyrics tell a story. That's one of the things that made Nat King Cole so outstanding to me, because you could do what? You can hear what he's saying. Number one.
Diction, right?
Exactly. And two, the way it's presented helps tell the story. It says, my funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, right? So you wanna convey that warmth and that embrace. And so when it comes to the musical accompaniment, you want to find the harmonies and the melody that convey that, so that it can get to what? Your soul.
And I know I want you having spare time for yourself. What artists do you like? What singers do you like?
I mean, there's a wide range of it.
In jazz, say one in jazz.
No,
you'll take.
I'm not going to do that. Of course, I love jazz. I was born and raised here in Harlem, and therefore being exposed at that time, at the end of the Harlem Renaissance, if you will, we were exposed to jazz, we were exposed to blues, we were exposed to to Caribbean music.
Even sometimes, even classical music too, right?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. And
what like my producer said, how did we get to this today? I was coming from Boston over to New York. All that I heard was all this calling the women bees and this and that, all the way back on the bus. And did I pay for the ride for this?
Well, I have to take this opportunity to say that I think we've been remiss in terms of our responsibility. There has been a disconnect from the older generation to the younger generation, to the degree that we have reached a kind of all-time low. And if there's to be any remedy, then we have to be responsible for raising our consciousness, number one, and to have the courage and the commitment to lead by example as to what is appropriate and inappropriate behavior from our young people. With that, we have lost one of the most important things, and that is respect for our elders. But we have to earn it. So when we say it takes a village to raise a child, I have to ask, well, where's the village? So we need to raise our consciousness and be more active in embracing each other, because our well-being is invested in each other.
On that note, I'd like to thank you very much, and I hope this is not your last time to come and see me.
I trust it will not be. Feel free. I'll be happy to be here at any time. Can I just say one thing? I will be performing here in Harlem. Can I do that?
Okay, but the show is on a delay. And
not a problem.
It'll pass already.
Okay, great.
But ladies and gentlemen, watch out for this name, Chuck Fowler. And give it up for Chuck Fowler, and we're coming right back, right here on the LMS Show. And thank you for the kind words of our sisters. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.